Hey everyone, and welcome to the One Mom's Battle YouTube channel. I am Tina Swithin, author of Divorcing a Narcissist and founder of One Mom's Battle. And if you aren't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do that. I wanted to talk more about what's going on right now in our world. COVID-19, the coronavirus, so many people are affected. Because of how that bleeds into the family court system. First, I want to say, I know that divorcing a narcissist is such an isolating journey, and I hear you, I see you, I believe you, I'm with you in spirit, and when you add something like this, which is truly unprecedented in our world, it increases anxiety, it increases the feelings of isolation that so many are already feeling. And so my heart is truly with you. It weighs heavily on me because I can put myself in your shoes and I can imagine how this feels. So many unknowns, so many gray areas, so many narcissists taking advantage of the current situation and the current climate in our courtrooms. I know here in San Luis Obispo, we just had a court closed down because an attorney was diagnosed with coronavirus. And so, so many cases just across the country that I've been hearing about are being continued, kicked down the field, and that's fantastic if your kids are currently in a situation where you want to extend the current order because it's, better for them. But if you are one who, you want to change the orders, you were looking forward to standing in front of that judge and, updating the judge on the current situation that is not in the best interest of your kids, to find out that you have another delay, it's painful, and I get it. Another thing that keeps coming up is that the narcissists are taking advantage of the gray areas, taking advantage of the facts that courts are overwhelmed right now. Police are not accepting domestic civil, calls. They're prioritizing real emergencies, and to them, this isn't a real emergency, although to us, it is. And so there's a lot of unknowns right now. I've had a lot of people ask me, we're under a mandatory state, shelter in place order, and tomorrow is my ex-husband's parenting time. What do I do? You know your ex best. It's time to kind of set your emotions, your personal feelings aside about this person and profile them almost like the FBI would profile a criminal. What I find in a lot of child custody situations is that the narcissist either needs a really strong victim card or they need the hero card. So that's where image is super important. And this person best. Maybe you know that this individual is a germphobe and does not want to be trapped in the house with a 4-year-old with a snotty nose for the next week. Play on that, really emphasize the state's orders or your local court orders for sheltering in place, or advisories about not going into public. If there's an angle, knowing what you know about this person, knowing what their buttons, their triggers are, that you can position yourself to keep your kids with you, to keep your kids safe. Because especially right now, our kids are watching us, and they need to learn resilience. They need to, see that mom, or, some cases dad, knows how to make lemonade with the lemons that life gives us, and that we're going to make the best of it. What I've told my kids is, I don't like being trapped in the house either. This isn't fun. We're going to make the best of it. How often do we have downtime to play board games, to, start a fire in the fireplace, all of those things, to watch movies together as a family. We're going to do our best as a family, as a team, to get through this. It's not ideal, but radical acceptance. It is what it is, and we don't have a lot of options right now. So our kids are depending on us to teach them what it looks like to be resilient. And if you aren't feeling resilient, it's okay to be human and say, you know what, Mom's having a hard time this afternoon, but I'm going to practice some self-care, and we're going to have a good night, and things, it's okay. Mom has feelings too. Mom's a human. That's okay for them to see you, as long as you're communicating with them and explaining it, and showing them, leading by example. This is what it looks like to practice self-care. Mom's going to take a bath for an hour, whatever it is. Stay strong, stay connected, whatever that looks like for you. I just started a little group in my neighborhood on Facebook, and I called it the name of our street, Quarantine. And I just said, hey, today's topic is, let's get to know our neighbors. Let's, where'd you grow up? Asking questions that, even though I've lived next door to these people for 6 years, I really don't know a lot about them. So find the blessings in now. Maybe it's that stack of documentation that you haven't had time to tackle because you're go, go, go. And I get that too. Maybe this is the week that you stare that documentation pile down and say, I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to get on top of this, because that will feel empowering. Our Facebook page at One Mom's Battle, great resource, lots of great people, lots of really helpful advice. There's close to 60,000 people on our Facebook page. If you're looking for a more private forum and you're not on Facebook, the Lemonade Club, just thelemonadeclub.com. It's an application process, a screening process that you'll go through to join my private forum. And also lots of great people in there, and great support. So I see you, I hear you, I believe you. My heart is with you. I'm cheering you on no matter what you're going through right now. Just remember, our kids are watching, and how we model right now is so important to them, and to showing them, saying to them, we're going to be okay no matter what, because we're together, we're a team. So take care, everyone. Practice lots of self-care, and put on your seatbelt. We're all in this together, and I think it's going to be a bumpy ride before it smooths out, but I'm cheering you on.